Ashe is a champion that has lived her days being pushed between support and ADC, and sometimes I like to play her in both roles, and maybe it's just me, but I had some great Ashe support games lately, and she felt super strong. So I wanted to talk about her, and really about what could make her a good support, and it's kind of the same things that gives her her strengths as an ADC. She has unavoidable poke with her W, good auto attack range, fantastic kiting potential and hard to get away from, and easy and effective long range engages with your R. However, she does have some downsides. She is very immobile, even more now without Gale Force, even though you probably wouldn't have built Gale Force anyway, but it's not even an option anymore. Hard to catch back up when you're behind. Not the highest poke damage if you can't really get your auto attacks in, and really long cooldowns, especially early in the game. Now I know Ranger, I mean Ashe, is one of the oldest champions in the game, but she has gone through slight changes to keep her up to date and relevant in the current meta. Her passive is Stay Frosty. Her auto attacks will apply a slow to that target, deal additional damage to targets that aren't slowed, and instead of her crits dealing extra damage, they double the slow speed. Her Q is the pew 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 pew. After 4 auto attacks, you can activate this ability, get an auto attack reset, increase your attack speed, and all of your attacks will deal additional damage. Just 5% per auto attack at level 1, but 25% at level 5. Her W is the Cone of Unavoidable Doom. This will fire out a cone of arrows that deals damage to the first things it hits. It's super hard to miss because of the range and the spread, and the spread gets even bigger the more points you have in it. Her E is the Vision Brip. This will fire out a bird in the target direction, revealing anything in its flight path. Then it will erupt at the target location, granting vision at that spot for like 5 seconds. Last up, her ult is the I feel like I'm having deja vu. Last up, her R is enchanted crystal arrow that stuns people.
Oh, deja vu.
Oh, that's right, because I am. Anyway, this will fire out the largest arrow known to man. It will go out, deal damage to the first enemy champion hit, stun that target for increased duration based on how far away that target is, and that's really it. That's kind of how your big engages work. For runes, Lethal Tempo is good, as that's her main ADC rune. Comet's good, but I like to take Hail of Blades for that even better early game. Cheap Shot because it procs on all your auto attacks. Any of the third row is fine, and Ultimate Hunter for more engages. Secondary tree, we go Inspiration for Repulse, Velocity, and Biscuits to go with our T. Oh wait, we're not Caitlyn. Anyway, we're still taking Biscuits. Now don't feel like Hail of Blades is a hard and fast rule. Lethal is her normal ADC rune, so it's going to be very good, and Comet is good for additional poke. It really depends on how you feel. Her items are also going to be very similar to her regular ADC, except for your support item. Honestly, this item is extremely versatile. Zax is good if you're going to be spamming that W to deal that increased damage. Celestial if you need to survive burst if they have a lot of assassins. Solstice is always good because it procs on all your autos and gives a big healing burst to you and a burst of movement speed as well. Blood Song is great because you usually take Spellblade anyway, because mostly Trinity Force is a good item for you. So they're all good options. After that, Storm Razor for speed, Terminus for defense, Blade for healing, Kraken for some tank killing, but really just any ADC items work, so just go nuts. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe. If you're liking the video, give it a thumbs up so other people can see it too, and comment down below with anything that I missed. And that's it. We did it! We're in the game. We're going to take this map to greatness and these mixed drinks so that we can have people sit through our long dialogues. Now, early in the game, because we have Hail of Blades, our level 1, 2, and 3 is actually pretty dang good. So we want to try and get a quick W on the enemy, then charge up that triple auto for your Hail of Blades damage. If the enemy is able to get away, no need to chase. Their damage is already done. Versus poke support, you might want to land your W as much as possible. Against enchanters, landing your W is less important because they can just like heal or shield through it, so you want to make sure you get the all-out opportunities. And versus tanks, you kind of just want to put out your poke damage and try not to get caught. Before level 6, you really do rely on your slows to catch people out, so possibly not the greatest, but it's still really good and you can deal a lot of damage. But once you hit level 6, that's when you can really open up for all those kills. We just use your ult to engage, we walk up, slow them with our auto attacks, and either us or the ADC finishes the job. We're both ADCs, so it really doesn't matter. If you're already in range, then you can just use your ult to either stall the enemy from attacking, or you can hit them with it as they use their dash or flash to get away from you. There is no leaving from the Ashe support, not as long as we stay frosty and deal big chunks of damage. From there, we just want to get kills, push lanes, get plates, get towers. Now let's take a look at that mid game. In the mid game, just like usual, we want to keep things warded, and we also have a good option with your E to make sure you watch for ganks as you're pushing lanes. This also is a great ability if you're getting ready for an objective and you want to walk into unclaimed territory, as you will. Now, with you being Ashe, you are a big portions of your teams engaged. You have your ult, so have it ready and try your best to have it up for the fights. It's not 100% needed, but it really does help. if you do find a pick and you use your ult to make sure that you can secure it, then that's really great because it's single target anyway, but it's good to get that kill so you have the advantage for the fight. For objectives, you want to try and stay with your ADC. While you are quite strong, you still are very vulnerable to getting picked off because of your lack of mobility. But really, most of the games after this, you just want to play like an ADC, essentially matching them. Just play like an ADC, I swear. Just play like an ADC. And that's it, we did it! We won the game, and if you enjoyed this video, check out the hovering hentai nightmare as he terrorizes the bot lane. Talk to you later!